the way you took us around and brought us back to the ultimate visualization. Oh God, that's actually I've seen that video with me to share with my other friends and well wishers and families.
Sure,
Beautiful,
sure, sure.
beautiful video. Very nicely explained. Yeah, no
Thank
doubt.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Chinmayji is my guru.
No,
I
no. I'm just a medium of Almighty.
have heard motivational speak from many places, world-renowned people. It is not from the mind, directly comes from your heart.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's so easily explained. It comes into our heart directly. So there no
True.
barrier comes into. Such a simplicity, such a beautiful way you are explaining. It's total amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot, Rajesh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You are doing wonders for this world. If one person changing is changing the world. So it's really wonderful.
True, true, true. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, just for the benefit of all the audience out here, I think sabhi aaye nahi hai. I just want to share a moment what the last session had an impact on one of our esteemed guests out here, Rajesh ji. राजेश जी को बेनिफिट देखिए एक लास्ट सेशन का विजुअलाइजेशन का बेनिफिट ये हुआ कि he visualized something what he took away from the last session and he not only got benefited financially, he bought two ships into additional to his fleet, and which is going to give him a turnover of 90 CR in 3 years. I mean,
Wow.
and he visualized and he won the bid. He just
Wow.
won the bid with the visualization power, and that's what I would love to hear from Rajesh ji's own words.
Sure.
How the last session actually benefited him.
Good morning, CJ. Good morning, Ajay ji. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Very good morning.
Good morning, Deepthi. Good morning.
Can I say some words?
Yes, Rajesh,
Sure,
please go
sure,
ahead.
sure.
Please go ahead.
There were two ships built in Norway, and new cost was almost 200 crores each. But now it is 18 years old. And I was trying for last 3 months, all the time bid value 1 crore, 1 crore I used to put each vessel. And I got the opportunity, especially in last July when Honorable High Court judge asked me, can you give us 4 crore? And I refused because I was already a highest bidder, and being H1 still I had increased 50 lakhs. But this time I don't know what happened. We had 9 bidders, and I started visualizing immediately after your session. Just 3 vessels I'm going to buy this week.
Okay.
And what happened in the 9 bidders? The people were from Dubai, Singapore, India, and they went up to 4.1 crores for a scrap of this vessel.
Wow.
And I told simple way to Honorable Judge, he said, last time you had been giving 4 crores, I refused. You only tell me at what price you want to sell, and I will buy it. He said, will you accept 4.5? I said, yes. I don't know where the power came in. He said, 4.5 into 2. I said, yes. So 9 crore. And then he asked everybody that did anybody wants to increase his price. All backed out. And I became the owner of his vessel, which will be
Wow.
used. Thank you, sir. It will be used for ONGC, and all will be earned in dollars. This. And there is another bit which is going to take place on Monday. And just because the visualization power is lacking into it, that's a new vessel which is valued $12 million at present. And just we are quoting very low because that's coming from court auction. Somehow it could not be done on last Monday. Then judge has kept it on coming Monday, that is next 24 hours. And I was thinking, should I go to 9 crores or not? Suddenly I got, on contract for this vessel that you go ahead, buy it, and I will give a contract of 16 crores for 2 years.
Wow.
And I'm going to buy it tomorrow. I'm going to buy it tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the court. I
Rajesh ji, badhai ho, badhai ho. All success to you
Congratulations.
from our side. All success to you. We are one
Thank
team
you, sir.
now. We are one team here for success.
Congrats.
Thank you, sir. It's Ajay ji. I'm lifelong obliged to you to make me to be a participant here, and Chinmay ji has become my guru, and I will certainly talking to personally. I need a lot of things to do before I should tell my life has come to end for this world, and I want him to be my guru.
Wow, wow,
Oh,
wow,
No,
wow.
that's an honor, sir. That's really an honor, and that's your humility. And I believe, it's just a fire that has ignited within you, and God happened to put me over there to ignite that fire. That's it. But you did all that, all that work that required to ignite that soul. So I believe the credit goes to you, sir. So definitely a huge round of applause to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm trying from 3 months, not getting it, and it is you have energized my every part of the body, and I
Wow.
got it. Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank God. Thank you. Thank you, God.
okay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Now the second announcement. It's just not an announcement. In fact, just info. Our sessions are going wonderfully well, and I have been doing a small honors of hosting it, and Chinmay is part of it, and we have got a fantastic team of so many eminent guests here, like Colonel Darshan as well. So I was just thinking of introducing Colonel Darshan to all our eminent guests here. So Colonel Darshan is a war veteran from Army Aviation. He is a helicopter pilot as well. And he's a proud Britisian and a management professional, held senior level positions in corporate world, delivering outstanding performance of self and team always. And he's a born sportsman. He loves golf, and, and he's teaching golf as well, because he's also got, I think, has got an offer of coming to Malabar golf course, कौन सा वाला Malabar in Mumbai, Malabar Hill golf course. So I think Rajesh Shahi को भी बुलाएंगे हम वहाँ पे, अगर आप आ जाते हो Malabar Hill में.
Wow.
So I would love him to be our upcoming new host for these sessions, because maybe sometimes I will not be available. So I would love Darshan to be part of our team, and we are growing, and our team is growing with more very, very powerful people, very, very positive people, and people are getting successful in this by gaining a lot of knowledge from Chinmay. So thank you. First thing, thank you so much for all of you coming and growing our team here. We have some other guests from, I think we have
कैसे हो?
Jagruti Bhai, Om Shanti.
ओम शांति. कैसे हो भैया?
बहुत बढ़िया सिस्टर. आज
Thank
आप
you.
देखिए, आज आपके बेटे को कितना बड़ा ऑनर मिला है.
अरे वाह बाबा. आपके सहयोग से आपका बहुत बहुत
सब बाबा के सहयोग से, हमारे सहयोग से कुछ नहीं.
it's all
हर डेस्टिनी है. इट्स अ डेस्टिनी. हम किसको मिलना है, किसको नहीं मिलना है, इट्स ऑल डेस्टिन्ड. सो
फिर भी निमित्त बन.
हाँ जी. So we are a group of like-minded. हाँ जी. We are a group of like-minded people who are actually dedicated for the growth and success of each one of us in a positive way. So let's help each other out and be successful, be happy, and be a fantastic, strong group and institution. So ये हमारा एक goal है. Selfless. It's selfless. We don't expect anything from anyone, but our attitude is just to give away. Art of giving. That's it.
Absolutely.
हाँ जी.
Yes.
Very good.
माँ जी, आपसे एक प्रश्न है मेरा.
हाँ.
आपने चिन्मय जी को कैसे पाला कि वो हम सब के लिए दीप बन गए हैं? हम सब उनकी लाइट से प्रभावित हैं.
एक्चुअली मैं जॉब करती थी, मैं प्रिंसिपल थी, लेकिन उसका बर्थ के पहले मैंने ओम नमः शिवाय का 1.25 लाख जप खा था.
Wow, that's a secret.
No wonder.
और बाय बर्थ हाँ, फिर बर्थ के बाद मैंने भगवान को बोला कि मैं आपकी गोद में रखती हूँ।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, वेरी
Great,
नाइस,
great, great.
फिर मैंने बोला कि मैं आपकी गोद में रखती हूँ। सॉरी।
बहुत अच्छी बात है ये तो। और हम लोगों को भी आप उनके गोद में डाल दिए हैं, जैसा हम लोग को अभी खुशी दे रहे हैं, सफलता दे रहे हैं, शांति मिल रही है। इम्पॉसिबल
और मैंने
मंदिर में जाने
भगवान को
से।
कहा कि हाँ, मेरा बच्चा है तो कमी रह जाएगी, लेकिन आप उसकी पालना करोगे ना तो ऑलराउंडर पर्सनालिटी बनेगी। दोनों बच्चों की बेटी है ना, वो तो सन्यासी है, आपको मालूम है ना, बेटी ब्रह्मा कुमारी है।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
वंडरफुल, वंडरफुल।
अजय भाई आपको उसका परिचय करवाएंगे।
हाँ जी,
जी
है
जी।
ना?
जी जी, सर्टेनली हम लोग
हाँ,
परिचय जानना चाहेंगे। इट इज रियली वंडरफुल टू बी अ मम्मी ऑफ सच ए एक्सीलेंट डिवाइन पर्सनालिटी। इट्स
थैंक यू,
वंडरफुल।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू। और बेटी के पहले मैंने 11,500 ओम गायत्री मंत्र लिखा था।
Oh, great, great.
that is like tapasya.
Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly.
Actually, speaking, Chinmay's whole family is dedicated and very spiritual and very positive and total dedication hai. They are totally dedicated to humankind. That's how it is. चलिए, thank you so much.
थैंक यू अजय भाई, थैंक यू।
धन्यवाद।
हम अपना सेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं. Welcome all guests out here, and I'm sorry if I have not acknowledged a few guests whom I don't know, but you are really welcome, and I would love anyone who has invited them to introduce them to our total team. I'll just start off with my introduction video. After that, Chinmay, you can take over.
Sure, sure.
ओम शांति बेटा, ओम शांति।
Om Shanti Om.
Something big isn't coming, it's already here. Two multi-billion-dollar industries are converging to create the opportunity of a lifetime. What you will learn in the next few minutes can literally change your life, and all you have to do is pay attention. What's the best way to create wealth? Experts agree that if you weren't born into wealth and haven't won the lottery, the best way to create wealth is to identify a need and provide a solution. It's the way many of the richest people have amassed their wealth. Right now, a need not only exists, but is growing bigger every day, and it is dramatically affecting one of the most economically influential groups on the planet, the baby boomers. But it doesn't end with the boomers. It's a need that has crossed generational lines and global borders. The need is health and wellness. Health in America has been steadily declining over the past few decades, even though the United States spends more on healthcare than almost any other country on earth. Chronic conditions affect nearly half of the adult population, and their prevalence has increased in recent years. This trend among U.S. adults is a cause for concern. More than a quarter of all U.S. children have a chronic health condition, a significant increase from the rate seen in earlier decades. 1 in 3 U.S. children will become diabetic. There is a diabetes epidemic. The implications are frightening. A 10-year CDC study found a dramatic increase in the number of seniors with 2 or more chronic conditions. The increase was seen across genders, race, and socioeconomic status. The Alzheimer's Disease Facts and Figures Annual Report finds that the costs associated with the disease, both human and fiscal, are growing at a disturbing rate. America is dying to get healthy. Yet people being and staying sick is big business. The pharmaceutical industry greatly influences the American healthcare system, in some cases encouraging physicians to help them create lifelong customers to the medicated treatment of symptoms. Wellness in America is competing with an industry that thrives on sickness and disease, not health. Is a doctor prescribing a certain drug because it's what's best for the patient, or because the doctor is getting paid? America is also suffering from exposure of toxins, pollutants, hormones, artificial preservatives, and other substances. Studies suggest this exposure is compromising the immune system and speeding up the aging process, a reaction experts are calling accelerated cellular degeneration. People are searching for ways to improve their health, and many people have discovered the incredible health benefits of simply drinking more water. Dehydration is a major contributing factor to many minor health conditions, like headaches, fatigue, constipation, and sleeplessness. but it has also been linked to chronic illnesses like kidney disease, diabetes, adrenal gland disorders, and cystic fibrosis. Studies have found that nearly 90% of Americans are dehydrated. The body is made up of over 70% water, so the connection between water and health makes sense. But can adopting a regimen of increased water consumption really help improve health? That all depends on the water. Unfortunately, the nutritious and healthy waters that once flowed from the mountains are just not what most of us get anymore. Instead, most Americans have turned to bottled water. Millions of dollars are spent each year convincing consumers that bottled water is the way to go, and bottled water has become big business. Some bottled waters actually cost more per gallon than premium gasoline. But excessive cost isn't the biggest downfall to bottled water. Toxic chemicals leached from plastic bottles is of growing concern, as well as the environmental impact of producing and disposing of billions of water bottles each year. Beyond cost, leaching chemicals and environmental impact, bottled water may actually have a negative effect on your health. When the pH of the body becomes overly acidic, we enter a state known as acidosis. Most bottled waters have a pH level below neutral, which is considered acidic and may contribute to acidosis. There is a solution. The Japanese word kangen means return to origin. Kangen water helps your body rehydrate in a way that builds a solid foundation for good health through microclustering, promotes superior penetration and absorption. The antioxidant property neutralizes free radicals. Alkalinity helps maintain the delicate pH balance. When the body is in the state of balance and the neutral defenses are working the way they should, the results can be amazing. Kangen water is alkaline-rich water and is considered the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. Kangen water uses revolutionary Japanese technology to transform your tap water into the most nutritious and delicious water available. World-renowned medical professionals agree that Kangen water is the best water. So why are celebrities like Steven Tyler, Carlos Santana, Donald Trump, Lou Ferrigno, and thousands of other celebrities making the switch to Kangen water? Because it's working for them. And it's not just celebrities. People that care about their health are making the switch. People just like you. This amazing water is being brought to the world by Enagic, an incredible 40-year-old company from Japan. Enagic is a member of the Water Quality Association, WQA, and the Direct Selling Association. The factory is certified by the International Organization for Standardization for Manufacturing Excellence, including the industry's only ISO certification for manufacturing a medical-grade device. They are also the only ionizer company with WQA Gold Seal certification for water quality. Enagic leads the industry in innovation and quality, and their products are recognized as the gold standard in the industry. So why not you? The need is great, the product is spectacular, the potential is massive, and the time is now. Change your water. Change your life.
Thank you so much for the amazing video, Ajay ji.
Chinmay, all
Welcome
yours.
everyone.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the session. I think some of you have been here for quite a few months now, and some of you are here for the first time. So I would encourage everyone who are here for the first time, just type it in first. Just type it in the chat first, or number one. Okay. Nikita is here for the first time. All right. A lot of people are here for the first time. So welcome everyone. We would love to, invite you and give you a heartily welcome to today's session. Today's session is one of my favorite and one of very close to my heart. I'm in still a discovery mode because we human beings, we've been trying to figure out what our mind is for so many, decades and months and years and centuries, but we're still not being able to figure out what exactly our mind is and what it does. What I'm going to share is a little bit of my perspective of what mind is and how we can magnify the miraculous mind that Almighty has given us so that we can get amazing results in our life. We can lead a happy and fulfilling life. So welcome everyone. Let me just start my presentation. So, like we always do, I want to start with a question. And I think we had discussed about this in the earlier one of the sessions as well. It would be great if we can mute. I'll just mute everyone. Perfect. So if anyone wants to share their perspective on what is mind, who would like to go for it? I would like some volunteers to give their answers. What is mind? I'm sure a lot of you have that clarity, but any answer is a good answer. Okay, let me choose someone. Who would like to share? All right, Hamesh Ji is typing. It's a software of the brain, absolutely. Gaurav Ji is saying can't unmute. All right, let me just do something.
Yeah, you can do it now. You can unmute now.
All right.
Yeah. Can I share that?
Sure.
Yeah, I think others can share. Yeah.
Okay. There are a lot of slogans on mind, but one of them which is very close to my heart. Mind is everything, whatever it can believe and think it can achieve. That is
Absolutely.
the power of mind.
Beautiful, beautifully said, sir. And today's slogan is that 1, 2, 3, you are miraculous. Okay, that's
Thank
today's
you.
slogan.
Thank you, sir.
Rajesh ji, you are miraculous.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Fantastic. Anyone else?
I had shared it earlier as well, CJ. It is like basically the natural processor. It's a natural CPU of our body, and I think that suits it perfectly. What I feel is that it can do anything. It is just the processor, the ultimate thing which governs. Like for our body, what is soul? Similarly, for a mind is also a very important part of that.
Beautiful, beautiful, Gauraji. 1, 2, 3, you are miraculous.
Gaurav, you are miraculous.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would encourage all of you to participate here, right, with full energy, because that will actually make you come to the present moment and absorb everything that we share here. So that will be really amazing if we all participate. Who else would like to share?
Yeah. It is ability to think in your mind.
Ability to think. Wonderful, wonderful.
Then it is your thoughts are processed memory.
Mm-hmm.
Then your mind is your inner software that works.
Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, Rajiv Ji. 1, 2, 3.
Rajiv,
You are miraculous. Wonderful.
Miraculous.
Thank you.
All right. Any other one? Anyone else wants to share? Okay. So I think we got pretty much what is mine, but I want to go a little deeper, and I've been researching about mind and how we can modify it, how we can change it, how we can use it in a way where we can optimally have the joy of life. I have identified few things that in the yogic science of our culture, what is exactly mind made of, right? So it is made of something what yogic science refers to as ahamkara. Now ahamkara is not an ego, right? Ego is different. Ego is totally different, but ahamkara means identity, right? So what is mind made of is sort of one identity. Whatever you identify with, you become like that. So you and me, we identify ourselves as Indians. So we become Indians. We act like Indians. If we go overseas, we are, we represent India, right? But it's just an identity that we have given ourselves, right? Or, let's say if someone is a manager, they take on this identity, I am a manager. Someone is a mother, they take on this identity, I'm a mother. Someone is a father. So all that accumulation of identities is a small fraction of our mind. Absolutely, it's a software. You guys are right. And that software has been accumulated over a period of time. When we're born, we don't know who we are. However, we're still happy because now there was no accumulation of the mind. There was no accumulation of identity. But as we grow older and older, we accumulate a lot of identities. And that becomes a part of our mind, a small fraction of our mind. And the second part is the intellect. Now, intellect is like a knife, right? Intellect, what intellect does, it dissects, it judges, and it also gives you the perspectives of life. Our science, our modern science, is based on intellect, and intellect can dissect between things. It can research between things, but it can not really know the real whole picture, right? So you and me, some of you went to science classes earlier days. In biology class, they used to give us the frog, and we have to dissect the frog, right? And we dissect the frog, we know the internal organs, but we still don't know what is mind, right? And we dissect it in such a way that there is no frog left. But that's not how we understand the mind. And the mind is totally different from the parts of body. It's more than that. And with intellect, of course, we've all been striving to have sharper intellect. All the school kids, modern day schools, they are just designed for us to have a sharper intellect, right? A logical intellect that may have helped us to survive, right? Basically, the intellect's job is to help us survive. So if intellect is the knife, our identity is the hand that is holding the knife. You get what I'm saying? So when you're holding that knife, whatever identity is holding that knife decides whether they use the knife in the right way or the wrong way, right? And that is also part of our mind. The third part is called manas. And in Sanskrit, it's called manomaya kosha. There are 5 koshas of our body, but one of the koshas is manomaya kosha, right? And this manomaya kosha is nothing but accumulation of memory. And the memories are formed with emotions. So whenever you're experiencing any emotion, your mind takes a photo of it. The more extreme the emotion, the more brighter and sharper the images. And that gets stored not just in your brain. If scientists actually are researching where exactly the memory is stored, and they still can't find it, because memory is not just stored in the brain. Memory is stored all across the body and beyond it, right? And then people say there's intelligence. So the fourth part of mind is something called chitta, that is pure intelligence. And our entire goal is to access this part of the mind, because this part of the mind is free from any identity. It's free from the dissection of the intellect. It's free from the memories. And this chitta is where we experience the creativity, where we experience the instant connection with the universe, where we experience the miracles happening, just like Rajesh ji experienced this week, because he accessed this part of his mind through visualization, which directly crosses all the barriers of the mind. And a lot of people, especially in our ancient culture, there used to be sages who never read any scriptures, never read any books. But if you ask them the knowledge about life and about everything, they would talk to you about it for decades, right? There was this gentleman named Bhagavat, and he lived for so many hundreds of years, and he studied each and every science of the body through the experimentation and observation of his chitta, of his mind, and without uh, worrying about what the identity he's carrying, what the intellect is saying, what the memories are. But what we human beings have become is that we've been used to working only with the intellect. So working only with the survival mode. And we are working with the survival mode, we're not able to access the pure intelligence where we all want to access. We all want the infinite abundance of this intelligence that is there out there. Scientists are now talking about the Akashic records. That means there is intelligence, there is information out there in space that you can access, and there is a process through which you can access those records, and you can instantly download a lot of knowledge. That is powerful, right? So what if you can just sit there and download some knowledge of how to go about making some important decisions of life, or how to lead a life that is full of bliss and happiness? That would be powerful, right? So today's journey is going to be a little bit about accessing that particular pure intelligence that we all are gifted with. Physical abilities, maybe we have it, some of us have a lot of it, some of us have a little of it. But mental ability, Almighty has gifted all of us with the same ability. And it's how we use that ability on the daily basis that actually determines how powerful our use of mind becomes, right? So the more we actually practice these things that I'm going to share with you guys, the more closer we'll get to the chitta state, to the pure intelligence state. And we go beyond the identity, beyond the memories, and beyond the intellect. So these are the 4 parts. Now, I want you all to do a little small mental workout right now. If you can, if you have a pen and paper, you can, or it can, Rajesh ji's typing mind is the best friend or the worst enemy. Absolutely, absolutely. If we are working just through our memories, it becomes sometimes our biggest barrier, because now all we have is the patterns and the identities and the memories that have been created in the past. And most karma is nothing but a memory that is stored in your body somewhere, that is reminding you of the same thing again and again. So most people, they live in their past. They live one bad moment that happens in their past, a few months ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago, and they relive that moment again and again and again. They experience the same, rush and gush of chemicals in their brain, and that makes them feel worse and worse and worse every single day, because they have not accessed the chitta part of their mind, right? But let's do this a little mental workout. Write down all the identities that you have taken over since the time we were born. So maybe close your eyes for a little while. And as you close your eyes, just take a couple of deep breaths. And on the screen of your mind, make it a white screen, wipe it out. And on that white screen, you see yourself as a little child. And as you see yourself as that little child, you see yourself free from any identity. Now you fast forward your life a little and just observe what all identities have you consciously or subconsciously taken over. I am bright, or I am dumb, I'm successful, I'm unsuccessful, I am this, whatever I am that you have accumulated over a period of time. Just list them down on the screen of your mind, just white screen. And as you list them one by one, I'm going to count 10. And in the count of 10, from your childhood till now, whatever identities that you've accumulated, just list them down on the screen of your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As you've listed these identities, I want you to take a rubber duster and just rub off all those identities from the screen of your mind. Just rub them off. And as you rub them off, you feel the sense of freedom that you have. Feel the sense of freedom that you have. And as you feel that, you can choose to come back to the present moment. So we have taken the first step for us to be able to access our infinite mind. Now we have detached ourselves from those identities. And that is very important for us to access that, because our identities are limiting us from the unlimited resources that we have. Now moving forward. So the first step that I have discovered, and I've given it a little name, is appreciation boom. Now there's going to be 7 steps, and there's going to be a lot of mental exercises today. So bear with me. But the first step is you appreciate whatever you have in your life. Now what this does is it actually opens up the doors to the abundance. Because when you actually are appreciative, when you are in the feeling of gratitude, there is some sort of chemical changes that happens in your body that actually gives the wider access to the happy hormones in your brain. And of course, your brain is a vital organ that helps your mind to find that infinite intelligence. So the first step is appreciation boom, gratitude, that opens the doors to abundance. When you're grateful, you're at the highest frequency of being. When you appreciate what you have, you send vibrations to grow it exponentially, right? So let's do one thing. Again, if you choose, you can choose to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just think about all the amazing things that you already have in your life, all the beautiful things that you have. You have a roof over your head. You have a beautiful home where you live in. You have people around you that loves you. You have all that is required to survive in this life and more. You have the gadgets and you have anything that is making your life easy. You have beautiful environment where you can breathe fresh air. You have more than enough of resources to do your work, to commute, to lead a healthy, happy life. As you think about this, I want you to multiply this feeling of gratitude in your heart. Just multiply it by 10. Feel that gratitude building up in your heart. Just build it up. And it's creating some kind of a magnetic power. It's creating some kind of magnetic wave. Now I want you to multiply this power of gratitude by 100. Just feel that feeling of gratitude, how thankful you are for your life right now. How lucky you are to lead such a beautiful life. Do you even realize how amazing your life is? And as you realize this, I want you to put your hand on your heart and multiply this feeling by 100,000 times, 1 lakh times. Just multiply this feeling of gratitude. And you observe how amazing you feel. You observe this magnetic wave passing through in your entire room, in your entire surroundings. You observe this magnetic wave passing beyond that, and you feel that feeling of gratitude. I want you to repeat after me 7 times. Thank you. 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 And as you repeat it in your head, you feel this frequency increasing. As you feel what you're feeling, you can choose to come back to the present moment. As you come back to the present moment, let's move forward to the second step. The second step is atomic vision. And the atomic vision is, understanding what language our mind understands. It understands the languages of pictures. We always think in pictures and movies. It's just that we don't observe our thoughts. Now we know that we can consciously watch the movie of our life, right? And in our own desire, Darshanji is saying amazing feeling of gratitude. Absolutely. It's very powerful. So we can watch the movie of our life by using this power of atomic vision. Atomic vision meaning you can actually observe whatever you want in the form of a picture, but it is so detailed, you can see each and every detail so clearly that it's like you can see every single atom as a part of it. And the benefit of this atomic vision is that you're feeding your mind exactly what you really, really want. And that mind is kind of sending the order to the universe, right? The other part of the mind is that whatever picture you're feeding the mind, that's the only thing that mind brings closer to you. And the other part of the mind is that the mind does not understand the meaning of no. The word no is not being understood by our mind. And what do I mean by that? Is that when I say that whatever you do, but don't think of white elephant. What's the picture that comes in your mind? White
That's same.
elephant.
That's
right?
same. That's same.
The same picture. So there was this young boy, and he wanted to be successful really quickly. So he went to the guru, and he said, "Guru, I want to be successful really quickly. Give me one mantra." So Guru said, "You know what? It takes tapasya. It takes work for you to be able to do that, to be successful." So he said, "You know what? I don't want to do anything. Just give me a mantra. You are a great guru. Prove me that you are a great guru. Give me a mantra." So Guru gave him a mantra. And then Guru said, "Just make sure of one thing. Don't think about monkeys when you are chanting this mantra. That's when you'll be successful." So this young boy, he went and he started chanting mantra. And as soon as he started chanting the mantra, who did he think of? Guess who did he think of?
Monkeys.
Monkeys.
Monkeys, right? Now he was trying so hard that, you know what? I don't want to think about the monkeys when I'm chanting the mantra. Why the hell did Guru told me don't think about monkeys? Now all the thing that I can think of is just monkeys. So he went back to the Guru and he said, "Why did you tell me this? Why did you tell me that don't think of monkeys when you gave me the mantra? Now only thing that I'm thinking about is monkeys." So the Guru said wisely, he said, "Listen, son, if you want something, you picturize it in a way where you want it, but never picturize things that you don't want." So majority of times we get caught in the things that we don't want. I don't want a bad relationship. I don't want a bad partnership. I don't want a bad mood. I don't want a bad person. I don't want a bad this. I don't want this table that way. I don't want this thing that way. So all the time, our mind is clogged with pictures that we don't want. And guess what we manifest? Things that we don't want, right? And now we're thinking that, you know what, I want to use law of attraction. I want to use power of my mind, and I want to manifest things that I want, but I don't know why I don't want this. And the universe is like, you know what? The picture that you're showing it to me seems like that's what you want. So let me give that to you. I don't want a huge loan. I don't want a huge debt. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want to get into trouble. And all of that, the signals are going out there, because mind only understands the language of pictures. It doesn't understand the language that we speak. So the moment you give a picture, the mind is like, okay, this is what I need to work for. Let me go for it. So that's what creates that power of magnetism towards you. Now, whatever you're thinking is drawing towards you. So be very conscious, be very aware when you're feeding your mind whatever pictures that you want. And make sure it's not in the form of don't, right? That's why children don't follow your orders, because all the time when you're ordering your children, don't do this, don't do that, you're giving the pictures to the children, do that, right? So you don't go over there. And the children are just thinking, okay, you don't eat chocolates. And the children are thinking all about chocolates, right? Because the mind does not know the meaning of no. So replace that, right? Rather than telling it, don't eat chocolates, you tell them, you know what? You can eat a chocolate, you can eat Avla chocolate. Why not? That is healthy, right? So you find replacements. I don't want a bad person in my life. So what do you want? You want a good person. You go for it. I don't want a loan. I don't want a debt. Okay, so what do you want? You want abundance? Go for it, right? I don't want a really, really bad weather. I want a good weather. Okay, you want that? Go for it. Just feed the picture to your mind. So it's like you are choosing the order from the universe. This is, a small part of law of attraction, but there's more to law of attraction. Yeah, there's a lot of laws of universe that plays along with law of attraction. It's not just the law of attraction. There's law of sowing and reaping, and there's law of cause and effect, and there's so many different universal laws that works along with that. But a lot of people just get stuck in that. Well, some other day we will have this conversation about the laws of the universe. But what is most important here is to feed your mind the pictures of what you really, really want, and take a snapshot of it, right? With a high emotion, the emotion of gratitude, right? So that's your second step. So if you're ready, you can choose to close your eyes, and we'll take the second step. So close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, and feed your mind the exact picture of what you really, really want. Really, really want. Maybe that is happening in next couple of months, couple of weeks, couple of days, couple of years. Doesn't matter. The time does not matter, because time is there only in your mind. It's not there in the universe. It doesn't exist. So whatever you want, just visualize it, picturize it, give it an atomic vision, crystal clear vision, to the detail where you can see the colors, you can see every single thing. You can see the people around you, you can see the surroundings, every single thing. And take a picture in 3, 2, and 1. And as you take that picture, store it in your head forever. And tell your mind, dear mind, this is my order. I command you to bring this event closer to me. I'm grateful. I'm amazing. I'm happy. Now you can choose to open your eyes. And let's move forward. The third step is pen vision. I call it pen vision because writing down your list of dreams is one of the most powerful activity that one can do. 97% of people don't write their goals because they feel lazy, or they don't believe that they can achieve those goals, or something that has happened in the past. They've set a goal and it has not happened, and that's why they don't write it down. Including myself, a lot of times I don't write it because somewhere there is this belief that I can't achieve it. But then I work on it, and as I work on it, then it becomes believable, and I start writing it down. But writing it down, it actually magnifies all your senses towards that particular dream of yours, towards that vision of yours. And as you write it down, you are affirming it to the universe again, that this is exactly what I really, really want. So if you want, I'll give you a minute, and this is the right environment, the right time for you to just take a pen and paper and write down one vision, one goal that you really want to achieve. It could be just losing that 10 kilos, or it could be, making that extra money, or it could be, creating a beautiful business, or creating a beautiful life, or having a beautiful partner. Whatever your vision is, just write it down with faith that it is bound to happen. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, let me read some chats. Abundance with content, most important aspect. We have to learn language of affirmation. Yeah. What a great feeling of gratitude. Beautiful. So whatever your vision is, if you've written it down, you believe that you have given an order to the universe. So with all your mind and heart, you've given that order to the universe. Beautiful. Now let's move forward. Let's go towards magnifying clarity. So now, taking our writing exercise a step further, let's make our vision even clearer. Let's draw your present reality and also the end result you want to achieve. Look at the example below. As you know, your mind understands the language of pictures. So why not communicate with our mind in our own language? So what you got to do is write down 3 action steps that you are inspired to take in order for you to achieve that vision of yours. So let's say one of your vision is that you want to lose 10 kilos. So what is an inspired action that is coming from within, right? Not from the internet out there, but what is coming from within? Write it down. The second inspired action, whatever is coming from within, write it down. The third inspired action, because I definitely believe that your subconscious always knows what to do. Your mind always knows what to do. Your chitta always knows what to do. That's infinite intelligence. So the answers are lying right here. And all you have to do is just access it. Magnify the clarity of how you achieve that vision. A lot of time we are uncertain whether we'll achieve it or not because we don't know how to achieve it, right? But now, if you take that inspired action, if you ask your internal self how exactly to achieve it, I believe you will get the answers. So let's take a moment and again go back in. And whatever vision that you have, just keep that picture in front of you and ask yourself this question: what are the 3 things that I can do now for me to be able to go closer to my dream? one step closer to my dream. You're getting those 3 action steps in 3, 2, and 1. Just trust it. The first action step is note it down. The second action step is note it down. The third action step is note it down. I'll give you a minute to note down all those 3 action steps. Those are inspired action steps that has come from within you, from the infinite intelligence that you trust. And you can write it down if you want. Perfect. Have you written? Shall we move forward? Okay. So now taking some heroic actions. So heroic actions means taking those actions, working towards it, right? The universe favors them who favors themselves. Luck is always on your side when you spell it as work, right? History is created by people who take inspired action. So taking those inspired actions every single day, and making sure that you're accessing that infinite intelligence of yours, at least by sitting in silence for 10 minutes a day, at least for 10 minutes, if not a half an hour or an hour. There's this famous saying that if you don't have time to meditate in 24 hours, if you don't have time to meditate 1 hour in 24 hours, you should meditate for 2 hours so that you have more time. You got what I'm saying? So you got to find that little time for you to be able to access that infinite intelligence and get into the heroic action state immediately. Now, I can just sit here and meditate all my life, but if I don't take those inspired actions that I've gotten the guidance within, I will not get there because I'm just sitting and the law of cause and effect is not taking place. The law of karma is not taking place. So it is very important for us to take that heroic actions. So note down, if you get any, what consistent heroic actions am I going to take from today for me to be able to achieve that goal of mine, for me to be able to achieve that dream of mine? Just note it down. Yeah, now is the time. It would be great if you can turn on your videos if it's convenient to you. I would be able to see whether it is beneficial, it is benefiting you. It will really help me. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Great. If you're done writing, let's move forward. So animated chanting. So as we have someone, I think Hamesh ji, he typed in that we need to learn the power of affirmations. And I agree. I definitely agree. So what I have experienced is that when you're using affirmations, if you use your physiology along with the affirmations, it becomes really powerful. That's why when you chant, if you see some of the ancient sages and people who do regular chanting, they move their body along with the chants for the body to be in sync with the mind, right? And our body is deeply connected with the mind, right? A lot of people actually don't regard our body temple, but it is deeply connected, right? And it is connected in such a way that if you use your body in a certain way, if you give it a certain postures, you will be able to access your mind in a magnified way, right? And that's why there is importance of yoga or exercise. It's been there for thousands of years, right? Just first thing after you wake up, you do your daily routine, and one of the biggest routine is your yoga or exercise, because your physiology is directly connected to your psychology, right? And the way you use your body. So animated chanting means what? Is that you use the power of your spoken words in such a way that your entire system starts believing in it. Now, there's one way I can say, you know what? I am grateful today. I am powerful. I am amazing. Or the other way I can say is that I am grateful today. I am powerful. I feel amazing. What is more believable to my mind?
Second one.
The second one, right? Because now I am animated. I am using my physiology for my brain to start believing in it, right? So a lot of times people do affirmations, but they still don't get results, is because the body is not believing in it, right? The memories of the body are so powerful and it's so trapped in the body that whatever new memory or new information you're giving it, it's not accepting it because it's not believable, right? So absolutely, you got to, animate sometimes. So every time before I do these sessions, I do these animated chantings, and I do, that the abundance of Almighty and the knowledge of Almighty is flowing to me and it's going to the universe. And it's happening right now, and it's benefiting so many people out there. And I do these, and literally, I feel some kind of source that is being connecting to me, right? Because now I'm not just using my thoughts, or I'm not just trying to direct my thoughts, I'm actually believing in it, right? So what I want you to do, and this is very important point right here, is that write down a few affirmations that are believable to you, few things that are believable to you. So it could be, I'm powerful. Let me give you some suggestions. I've written it down for you guys.
CJ, I wanted to share something for the
Yeah,
benefit
sure.
of everybody. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Actually, these physical exercises actually help to create more focus. So it would be even more easier to meditate for people. So it's always great
Absolutely.
if they do it after a physical exercise.
Yeah, beautiful. So animated chanting can be, you can start with the claps, right? And that could actually give you extra boost, right? And I'll give you some suggestions. You can take some of it and you can write in your chant as well. So today is my day. With God, everything is possible. God is my best friend and my guide. The universe is conspiring to help me. It's a day full of blessings, known and unknown. Something good is about to happen. It's time for me to rise and shine. I believe in myself and my dreams. I believe in my friends and my family, and they believe in me. They are proud of me, and I am proud of them. Today is the day of growth. Today is the day I get closer to my destiny. I am peaceful. I am powerful. I am blissful. I have all the resources I need to succeed in life. I'm going to make someone happy today. I'm going to contribute to someone's life today. I am creator of my life. I am the director of my destiny. I am the one with power to choose, and I choose to be happy. I am a money magnet. I attract abundance in all the areas of my life. I am a solution to all the challenges. I am peaceful, powerful, blissful. I am full of pure thoughts and knowledge. I am source of power, enthusiasm, and joy. I am that, and I know that I am that, right? And you can use a lot of things. This will be part of my upcoming book. There's all these 7 steps. I'm going to put it on my upcoming book, but I'll share these chats on our WhatsApp group for you to refer it back to, so that you can make something similar of your own, right? Some of you who are not part of our WhatsApp group, I'll put in the link to it in the chat, and you can join that WhatsApp group. We share the recording of this session.
Yes.
And also we share, the lot of knowledge, a lot of good stuff on that. And we also have a Facebook group with the same name, Sunday Hour of Power. Okay, so you can join that as well. But use that. So now let's do a little small activity. Are you guys ready? So if you're ready, you've been sitting for a little while, so please stand up. Please stand up. I'm going to change my camera. Please stand up. And as you stand up, how many of you know Shah Rukh Khan? All of you? All of you know Shah Rukh Khan?
Yes, yes.
What's more important is does Shah Rukh Khan know you, right? It doesn't matter. But what we are going to do is we are going to do a Shah Rukh Khan pose, right? Please do a Shah Rukh Khan pose, right? All of you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Open up your heart. Open up your heart. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And just shout out your favorite I am. It could be I am powerful, or it could be I am happy.
I'm most powerful.
I am happy.
I'm magical. I'm powerful. I'm very happy.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. I can hear some of you. Some of you are muted, but that's okay. I can still see some of you. Wonderful, wonderful. But do you feel the rush going up your brain?
Yes.
Do you feel that?
Yes.
So your physiology,
Yes.
your body is connected to your mind, right?
Yes.
Now, what I want you all to do is choose a favorite moment. Okay, one of my favorite moment for me to remind myself that I'm powerful is that I'm powerful, like Superman, right? Like Superman does. So choose one of your favorite moment that you can remind yourself who you are, right? So 1, 2, 3, choose any movement. All right, 1, 2, 3, choose any
I'm
movement.
powerful.
I'm
All right,
powerful.
1, 2, 3, choose any
This
movement.
person, I'm winning the
Perfect.
world.
I'm powerful.
Wonderful,
I'm
wonderful,
powerful.
wonderful. If you have people in your home and they think that you've gone mad, that's okay. That's all right, right? But all that matters
Perfectly
is
right.
what you're feeling right now, right? All that matters is what you're feeling right now. And this animated chanting can literally make your mind believe in stuff that you've never believed before. You can choose to sit if you want. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Give yourself a huge round of applause. Wonderful. So now, I want to show you a video actually. Just give me a sec. Meanwhile, if anyone wants to share anything, please feel free. But whilst I show you a video. Okay, so I found it. Let me just share it. You all can see my screen?
Yes, yes, Chennai.
Perfect.
Look, I can be a shark. Now my whole house is great. I can do anything good. I like my school. I like anything. I like my dad. I like my cousins. I like my aunts. I like my Allisons. I like my moms. I like my sisters. I like my dad. I like my hair. I like my haircuts. I like my pajamas. I like my stuff. I like my rooms. I like my whole house. My whole house is great. I can do anything good. Yeah. I can do anything good. Better than anyone. Better than anyone.
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic, right? Kids can teach us a lot of stuff that we've forgotten. But that's animated chanting right there. So I hope it got really clear to you. She used her physiology and her power of mind to make her feel great instantly, right? That's powerful. So let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let me just share my screen.
Chinmay, I think we just have 5 to 10 minutes more.
Yeah, I will be wrapping it up in 5 to 10 minutes. Just give me a sec. All right. So we spoke about animatic chanting. The seventh thing, the most important one, is magnetic appreciation. So express appreciation in advance for all your aspirations and dreams that you want to manifest, right? and express it as if you have already achieved them. Appreciate it with feeling of accomplishment, right? And that is powerful. So let's do one last exercise before we shut down today.
Chinmay, I think Rajesh Shahi ji is asking what do you mean by inspired action?
Okay, so inspired action means, let's say one of your biggest goal is to create a beautiful space for people to come and get the benefit of their life and create a company that is worth 1,000 crores. So if that is the goal and that is the picture in your mind, now that picture, as you watch it, ask your subconscious mind, what do I need to do to go closer to this picture? And as you ask your subconscious mind gives you some inspired actions to be taken for you to go closer to that particular dream of yours. So that's what I believe is inspired action. All right. And also sometimes when you are meditating, you are in a state of bliss. And sometimes you get this thought, right, out of nowhere, out of universe, out of somewhere that you can't explain. And then that thought gets converted into a tangible idea, and that idea gets implemented. It becomes a $1 billion business. There was this guy called Sarvesh, and once he was meditating and he got this idea that, you know what, I should create a yoga program, a meditation program for people, which is totally different, and I'm going to name it Sarva Yoga. Today, his company is worth $15 million. The reason being, he was so into it and he got this inspired action. He took that action and it started happening. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I believe, according to me, an inspired action. Cool. I hope I answered your question, sir. Perfect. So let's move forward. The last step, but not the least, is the magnetic appreciation. So the first step was gratitude. We started with gratitude. Now we are appreciating something that we already want as if we already gotten it in advance, right? So it's like you're writing the check. The universe is writing the check for you for whatever you want, right? And it's coming towards you and you appreciate it with all your heart, right? So close your eyes and go back to the screen of your mind. And in that blank screen, you are able to express the appreciation for whatever you want. So the picture of whatever you want is right in front of you. It's playing like a video. And you are entering yourself in that video, and in your surroundings, you see it already happened. It has already happened. And as you see it has already happened, you can feel every bit of it. You can feel that joy. You can feel that bliss. You can feel the feeling of accomplishment. You can feel that feeling of satisfaction. That, wow, amazing, it has happened. I'm so grateful that it has happened. And you vibrate at that highest frequency of gratitude again. You're so thankful that it has happened. And in 3, 2, and 1, I want you to repeat after me. Thank you for amazing health. Thank you for amazing wealth. Thank you for amazing life. Thank you for amazing family. Thank you for amazing, beautiful friendships. Thank you for a beautiful, beautiful home. Thank you for great education. Thank you. Just keep repeating thank yous and magnify that feeling of gratitude. Keep that picture in front of you of whatever you want to manifest. It's right there in front of you. It has manifested. Imagine it has already happened. How happy do you feel? How powerful, how amazing do you feel right now? And as you feel what you're feeling, I want you to keep that feeling on, feeling of gratitude. And I want you to fold your arms in the namaste state and surrender all that you want, all that you have to this infinite intelligence, this power of surrender, the power of letting go. Now you've done your part. Now it's universe's job to do its part. and you don't worry about it. You just do your part. That's it. And you surrender. And as you surrender, you experience this lightness, this amazing lightness. It's almost like you're floating above the ground. You're floating a feet above the ground. How light do you feel? There's no burden that I have to achieve this. I want to achieve this. I really badly want. There's no burden like that. There's just joy of already what you have and already what you're going to get. There's this joy. And in this state of joy, you tap into your infinite intelligence. You tap into that part of your mind that is pure bliss. Just inhale and exhale and access that quiet part, that empty space inside your mind, inside your forehead. And feel that bliss. As you feel what you're feeling, just rub your palms, put them on your eyes, and say namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for participating. Thank you for listening to me. And it's been amazing sharing with you. If you have any questions, you can connect with me. These are my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channels. Or you can also connect through me. I do one-to-one sessions as well. And that's all I wanted to share, guys. Thank you so much for your time. The recording, we are going to put it on the YouTube. Of course, YouTube. And we're going to put it on the Facebook group as well as this group. So thank you so much. Take care, guys.
Wow.
Over to you, Ajay
Thank
ji.
you so much. Thank you, Chinmay. Thank you so much for this powerful session. And I'm sure all the guests must have got a lot of powers and inspiration from this particular session. And we would love to have suggestions from every one of you to any topics you would like to listen for the next Sunday. You can put it onto the group, WhatsApp group, and we will definitely, Chinmay and myself and our team will work out and give the best we can. And I think we can unmute everybody, and you can any questions so we can answer here, Chinmay. Maybe 5-10 minutes more.
Sure.
Yeah. And if anybody doesn't have the number of the
Yeah, I'll put the link.
Yeah, please put the number so you can join the Sunday Power session group on WhatsApp.
Yes.
And we also have a link wherein you can put your contributions, selfless contributions. It's voluntary for the link which Chinmay will share on the WhatsApp group. Chinmay, you can do that.
Sure. Deepti sharing saying the session on time management. Yeah, definitely, Deepti, we can do it
sure
in future.
So all of you can put up your topics, what you would love to have, and we'll be very, very obliged, and I'm more than happy to put it on every Sunday. There's a disturbance coming from here. There's some, and Darshanji will be hosting. Colonel Darshanji will be hosting the session coming Sunday onwards. So welcome, Darshanji. Anything from your side to say, Colonel Darshan?
No doubt in the digital data, the payment data, இதெல்லாம் யாராவது access பண்ண முடியுமா? Is it vulnerable to somebody third party or from your system?
Venkat. Yeah, he has.
Okay. Rajesh Shaiji wants to say something. Okay, yes. Rajesh, please go ahead.
Yeah, my question to our CJ.
Yes.
We know mind is everything. When mind is pure, joy follows like shadow. When mind is impure, sorrow follows. But what are the ways to make mind pure?
Okay. Very, very powerful question. Very powerful question. I think we got to do a session on that particular topic.
Yes, we can do
That
that.
will really great.
Yeah. Because there are so many aspects, because it's not just the mental aspect, but we got to first also make our physical aspect pure as well.
5 minutes.
Including our diet, our exercise, our routine, but not just that. The body is made of something called Pancha Mahabhuta, right? 5 elements.
Yes.
So we got to clear those elements as well in order for our body to, experience that joy and our mind to experience that state of joy and pureness. Because even a little impurity in our body actually does not allow our mind to express itself in the full potential, right? So Rajesh, surely I'm going to do a session on this for sure.
Thank you.
I want to take a photo of all of you smiling, if it's okay.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'll just take a
We're
screenshot.
all dressed to kill.
Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, you can turn on your video and smile, please.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you, Chinmay.
All of you are looking great. Thank you. And I'm just gonna post the link to the group, the Facebook, WhatsApp group. Just give me a sec. Meanwhile, if anyone else has any other questions, I can answer.
I think now the people's visualization will get in results. You see?
Yes.
Otherwise, they didn't know where to go after visualization.
True. Absolutely.
I think we can. I think request again, Rajesh Shahi ji. How did he? I mean, how? What is that? How did he do that visualization wherein it gave result to him? Of course, the session has helped out, but the steps, maybe simple steps in maybe 1 or 2 minutes, so which made you have this wonderful, fantastic achievement in your business. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic manifestation in your business. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One more question I like to put: where is mind in the body?
So scientists are still trying to figure it out, but it's, people say that it's at this particular point behind our forehead, near the pineal gland somewhere. But mind is also present in each and every cell of our body, because each and every cell has a cell memory.
Exactly.
And each and every cell has a memory, right? Whatever we carry in our body is a memory of our grandparents, our grandfather, and our forefathers. The nose that we have right now is the nose which is so similar to our grandparents. That is also a memory.
Yeah.
And
It's DNA.
is also a memory. Our gender is also a memory. Yeah, whether it is XX or XY, that determines, but it's just a memory. So, mind is everywhere, and scientists are still not being able to figure out where the memory goes. But it's
Our rishis have put up in the scriptures also. It's everywhere.
Absolutely. So it is very tough to figure it out, but we can access it. That doesn't allow us to stop us from accessing the greater consciousness or the infinite intelligence of mind.
True. When we find that any body part gets detached, like finger got detached, the finger is now away from the body. The finger keeps on jumping, the pain. So mind is there in the finger in spite of finger getting detached. Every cell have the mind.
Absolutely.
What an amazing session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I've put in the link to the WhatsApp group in the chat. So Aparna G is typing. So I've put the link to the WhatsApp group. You can just click on that link and you'll be part of the group. But if you still can't be, then just request one of us and we'll be able to add you in. Just type in your number. Yeah, we've got your number. So that's all I wanted to share. over to you, Ajay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Once again, Chintu, thank you so much for this powerful session, and which has given us a lot of impetus and energy in us, for this weekend, the weekend coming weekend. So maybe we'll energize ourselves in the next Monday session with a new topic. Whatever we choose, I think best. Maybe Rajesh Saiji has suggested something about mind and power. Let's see.
Yes.
So, we come back with a new topic and empower you for the next week again ahead. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
you again.
Wonderful.
Take
Wonderful.
care.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shanti.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. What an
Thank
amazing
you,
session.
Darshan ji. Thank you. Bye. Bye.